Hey, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, it's Biki with the Untitled Game Show, back once again with another episode of the show for you guys today on Monday. And as I do every single Monday, I'm back once again to give a big shout out to every single supporter I have out there on Patreon or through donations from the links in the description. And a really big shout out to Fireman. He's the newest member of the Patreon supporter team, so thank you guys, and thank you Fireman for supporting the content I do every single week, and you make this show possible. So let's get into this week's episode. We're going to be talking about the games I played over the last week, of course, and we got the topics of the week. So let's talk about the topics of the week. What are they? The right price for VR. What is the right price to make VR manageable for the world? Next up, guys, let's talk about Sony. The villain of the week is Sony once again. Last week they were the villain of the week because, as you guys see, Handsome Jack's face is on the screen. That means that we're talking about the villain of the week. Every time you guys see Handsome Jack back there, it's Sony once again, who tried to trademark Let's Play. The term Let's Play, they tried to trademark it and wanted to own that word basically, and they got rejected. And we're going to talk about that later on today because that's a big part of the gaming news from last week, and of course all the stuff from CES 2016. So let's start it off with what I've been playing. Alright guys, so what have I been playing over the last week? Well, unfortunately it hasn't been too much. I've been really busy, got a brand new kind of work schedule right now, so I've been working a few more days than I normally do, and I need to do this because I'm going to be investing more money back into the channel. I'm trying to build a better PC for 2016 to do 4K video editing a lot better, to do a lot more videos like this in 4K. I mean, I have a 4K camera, I want to actually bring you guys some more 4K content, but my editing in 4K needs to get better, so I need a stronger PC to do that. So I will be picking up more days at work, so there will be sometimes I can't play as many games, but I'm still getting new content daily. What I did get a chance to play, of course, though, was Fallout Shelter, which is a mobile game, so I was able to actually play this while I was on the go. And I got to play a lot of Dig Fenders. Once again, I'm absolutely loving this mobile turn-based freaking tower defense game. It's so good, so damn good. I don't even know if turn-based is the right word, but it's such a unique twist on freaking tower defense. Dig Fenders, guys, I really highly recommend you guys check that out. And a big game I got to play of the week is Witcher 3 with mods, and I'm just so happy that there are still being mods made for this game. And The Witcher 3 is one of those games that just still blows my mind with how well it actually looks. This game is amazing. The graphics, if you can play this thing on PC, they're in 1080p, 1440p, which is 2K. I highly recommend it. If you can play it in 4K, then you got a beast-ass rig, because Witcher 3 is a damn... It uses your computer's power, you know, at 4K. It makes it run pretty hard. And last but not least, I did get a chance to play Elder Scrolls Online on the PlayStation 4 right here, guys. As you guys see, I re-downloaded the game. The game is up to a massive 68 gigs now on PS4, which I was kind of like, damn, this is a big-ass download. So I'm sorry for anybody out there that had internet caps. I hope the internet caps don't come to every single internet connection in the United States, because it's going to be a big problem for people downloading games this size. Why did I download Elder Scrolls Online as well? Because I wanted to enter that contest that say if you play before the January 10th, 2016, you get to enter a chance to win $1 million. Well, come to find out that I actually couldn't enter that contest after reading through the rules. So yeah, I played the game, and after playing the game I realized, oh shit, I actually can't, I'm not eligible for this contest. So whatever, I ain't gonna win $1 million from playing ESO, but I did have fun playing it, and I recorded myself playing it. But there are some problems when I started playing it again. My eyes started hurting. I'm so serious, because I was like, what am I looking at? It was like when I remember getting used to the PlayStation 3 really, really good. Like, I really remember getting used to playing the PlayStation 3 for a long, long time, and I went like maybe a few years before I went back and played a PlayStation 1 game. And when I finally did play a PlayStation 1 game, and unfortunately the game I played just was a really crappy graphically looking game, I was like, damn, this is what PlayStation 1 games look like? What the heck has happened in the last generation? And unfortunately with Elder Scrolls Online, I actually like how they do the story, I like how they do the quest, I think the combat's actually fun. It's just that my eyes were hurting. I'm like, damn, this looks like a low-setting PC game right now. And it technically could be. Elder Scrolls Online on the PS4 could actually just be a low-setting version of the PC port. Like, you know, it could literally be that. So I'm gonna have to get my eyes adjusted back to playing that game. But I think even though I'm not gonna be entered in a $1 million contest, I still actually had fun just jumping back online. So I think I'm gonna actually just start a brand new character and start from level 1 and just try to level up again, unless I can figure out where the heck I am in the story, because I'm like, right now I'm just kind of confused on what I was doing last time I played the game. But It's a good MMO that you could play by yourself at random times. I know that's not the biggest thing ever to promote an MMO with, but sometimes you just want to play something by yourself and then still have other people around you in a massive world. That's kind of what I wanted from Destiny, to be all truth. I wanted Destiny to be a game that had tons of other guardians all around, like you could see them doing their things, and if you wanted to party up with them, you could, but it ain't really like that with the fire teams of freaking 3 most of the time. You can't even get a full 4 for some of the story missions and stuff like that. You know what? Let me stop. You guys have seen my everything wrong with Destiny videos in the past. I have a bad habit of ranting on Destiny, but like I have always said about Destiny, Destiny could have been the greatest game of this generation. Destiny could have been the Assassin's Creed of this generation. Just like how when Assassin's Creed came out for last generation, people were awed, amazed, like, look at this new thing that this new generation has brought us. It's an awesome, incredible game. Destiny could have been that. But unfortunately, it started out like Unity with issues. You guys know what I mean. Enough. No rants today. No rants. I'm gonna keep it calm. If I'm gonna say my ranting, it's gonna be for the topics of the week. So let's get into the topics of the week, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start off with the Sony drama. Yeah, I wanna start with Sony. See you guys there. Alright guys, let's get into this crazy topic of the week. I'm going to start it off with the Sony drama first. I know VR is a hot topic of the week. CES, everybody's talking about Vive and then Oculus Rift and, Razer's whole entire thing with VR as well, which I think Razer's approach to VR is really darn cool, and you guys need to look up Razer's VR because it's very cheap and it's actually open source, so everybody has a chance to actually get a hands on it, developers, and make stuff for it. But anyways, let's get into Sony. I'm actually going to read from the news story from this. This is coming from GameSpot. I was about to say GameStop, but GameSpot. Here we go. The United States Patent and Trade Office has refused an application by Sony to trademark Let's Plays. Is Sony like a villain? To trademark Let's Plays. Sony, why would you want to trademark Let's Plays? What are you thinking right now? What are you gonna do with that trademark right now? Let's continue the story before I give you my full opinion, because I could go off on this one. Okay, Sony filed the application on October 28th last year, though it was only recently surfaced on trademark sites where it was discovered by NeoGAF. Sony has hoped to trademark a term for use in a variety of fields. So this is where all the things that Sony wanted to use the word Let's Play with. Electronic transmissions and streaming of video games via global and local computer networks. What does that sound like to me? Electronic streaming and transmission of video games via local and global computer networks. Twitch? YouTube gaming? YouTube? So what would that mean for Twitch and YouTube gaming? Like, let's continue before we get into this. Let's finish up the story here. Streaming of audio, visual, and audio-visual, because it's not just audio, it's not just visual. They want audio and visual combined together as well. They don't want to leave out anything. Via global and local computer hardware. All right, networks, hardware. Sorry. The United States Patent and Trade Office basically says no. LP and Let's Plays already have something similar to that in the trademark offices. There's already something called LPs and Let's Plays with a Z, and that's already there, and that basically covers everything. And the Sony's filing was too similar to this. But my issue with this is just the fact that Sony even went for this. Like, what are they trying to position themselves for right here? What would this mean if Sony owned the Let's Mark trademark to people like Microsoft, people like Nintendo? And like, I know Sony fanboys might really love the idea of Sony being the hero, not the villain. Maybe some of you guys think out there like, Handsome Jack represents the hero. If you played Borderlands, the pre-sequel, you would have thought in the beginning Handsome Jack was a pretty okay guy. He started off pretty nice. He had good intentions. He just went a little bit wrong about it. By Borderlands 2, he was kind of a little crazy. You understand? Or Borderlands 1, whatever the timeline for Borderlands is. He just went a little wrong about it. That's what I'm trying to say to you right here. And Sony, with this, might have the best intentions when it comes to trademarking the word Let's Plays. They're gonna let us YouTubers use the word Let's Plays to, you know, play our games and all this stuff, and whatever the hell it might mean, they can use it in their advertising, make games under the Let's Play brand, where, you know, like, yo, Johnny Let's Plays, you know, like they get their own people, they can sponsor Let's Plays. But what happens when they need to work with Microsoft, Nintendo, when, you know, Oculus, because Oculus is putting out and producing games now for their device, like, you know, like, this seemed like a spiraling, twisty road. Like, I don't know all the things about trademarks and, you know, patents. I don't understand all of it when it comes to software. When it comes to software, trademarks and patents are confusing to me. I will be 100% admit that to you guys right now. I understand patents and trademarks a little bit better when it comes to freaking stuff like products. You know what I'm trying to say? Well, patents for products and, you know, inventions. That makes more sense to me. But for software industry, whew, it's all too confusing and things change. I try to watch things like Twit. I've talked about them before, the Twit network. I highly recommend any YouTuber watching this, if you want to know more deeply about technology just outside of video game, watch the Twit network with Leo Laporte. He has a show on that network called This Week in Law, where she goes in stuff like copyright law on there. The woman who hosts this, she's a lawyer. It's so freaking good, guys. I really highly recommend you check out almost any of the Twitch shows, because they'll teach you something. But man, even as much as I try to keep up with this stuff, it's like, when I see stuff like this, I'm like, this just can't be good in the end from the end user, for us YouTubers, for you the viewers. I don't want Sony to own the trademark for Let's Plays. I just don't think that's a thing that they should own. I don't think that's the thing that anybody, like Candy, like, you know, if I wanted to make an iOS game with the word Candy and King wants to come along and say I can't do Candy or Saga, you know, like, I think those words and terms are so generic. Like, why should you own oh man, I don't know. Sony, what do you? And here's the crazy thing about this. Even though they were rejected right now, Sony has 6 months to refile for this application. They could try to fix the problems that the trade office found out and try to fix it and try to come back for the Let's Play freaking trademark. And you guys, and I know many of you guys are aspiring YouTubers. Are you PlayStation fans? Are you Sony fans that you'll be okay with Sony actually having this trademark? If anything, I would have preferred somebody like Google or YouTube, who's actually, or even Amazon, because they have Twitch, that are actually has a platform to put videos on. Sony would be only looking at this to make money, because these are corporations. Let's not get it twisted right now. You guys are here on YouTube. YouTube and Google wants to make cashola. They don't let us upload these videos just because of the kindness of their art. They want people to watch the videos, see ads, and they make a return. They may feel good about it that so many people use their platform to upload video, but places like Facebook are freaking rapidly catching up for video uploads and even from views. Man, videos on freaking Facebook get millions of views. A lot of it's fake though, because a lot of videos do autoplay and people, they kind of view after literally 2 seconds, I think it is on Facebook. So like, you don't have to watch even like 3 seconds of a video to actually count as a view on Facebook, which means nothing, and no creators really get paid for those videos on Facebook anyways. But that's a whole nother issue. Which I've talked about before. And people stealing content from YouTubers and uploading it back up to Facebook is a whole nother issue as well. But hey, it happens. And Sony, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but it sounded very naughty, and I wanted to point it out to you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Sony failing at trademarking Let's Plays in the comment section below. And the next topic. The big one. VR. Oh my god. Look at the freaking Valkyrie. So yeah, guys, as you guys will see, this is Google Cardboard. This is the Star Wars edition, but it's Google Cardboard nonetheless. And yes, Google Cardboard works. You could attach and put a phone in there. You could see some VR games, you know, or 3D games, because this one doesn't have all the 3D tech, and it works. And I think it's pretty cool. And then they have the Gear VR. They have Razer's VR system, which is slipping my mind at the moment. And I really wish I could like remember it for a second to tell you, but just Google search Razer VR tech and it'll come up. They're basically making an open source platform. I think that's actually really cool. And then there is Vive, and then there's HTC. Well, I think HTC and Vive are the same thing. And then there's Oculus with Palmer Luckey and his no shoes flying around. So, and last week everybody went a little nuts when at CES the news about how great the Oculus consumer model felt and everybody's face before the announcement of the price. Everybody's like, yo, the consumer model really feels good, it's high quality, all this stuff. And then the price comes out and the price is $600. No, it's not. No, it is not. And this is something I feel like I need to apologize for. Even though it's not initially my fault in a way, but I feel like I need to apologize to my audience out there. Because last week I made a video about why I decided not to pre-order Oculus Rift when the price was $600. Because I had every single intention of doing it, even at $600. And you guys need to see that video to understand more why I had an intention, even at $600, why I was going to pre-order it. But something I missed out with this pre-order, which would have turned me off, is that they were charging $50, along with the tax and everything you're gonna have to pay depending on where you live in the world, $50 for shipping. So you're already charging all this money for this headset, and then you're gonna charge shipping under this? On top of this, and then a few months from now, we're still gonna have to buy the touch controllers separately, which we don't know how much the touch controllers are gonna be. And I am guessing those touch controllers are gonna be at minimum, I think they're gonna be $79.99 for them damn touch controllers. You get 2 controllers, they're wireless, they have all this tech in it. They're not gonna be the same price as an Xbox One controller or a PlayStation 4 controller. Those Oculus Touch controllers are gonna be more expensive. I just don't see it being cheap unless Oculus gets a brain and just says like, you know, we gotta make these a little cheaper so more people can pick them up. So they're dividing the market right there by releasing the real controllers for the Oculus separate from the actual unit. But even then, I was able to bite. I was like, you know what? Okay, $600, you know, even with tax is not bad. But I have a big issue, and I know this is gonna just sound crazy, but when I'm shopping online, if I'm shopping on Amazon, if I'm shopping on eBay, if I'm shopping on Sears, whatever the hell it might be, I expect certain things, and I expect free shipping over $100 on items. Call me spoiled. There's so many big retail websites, like from Sears, Macy's, like I've seen it so many times, especially in the holiday, the way you buy something and then if you spend over a certain amount of money, they give you free shipping. I would expect Oculus to flip the bill on the freaking $50 shipping. You're not even including the freaking real controllers. You're including the Xbox One controller, which if I had the choice, hear me out, I would remove the Xbox One controller and just take the thing for freaking $550 because we're obviously paying for the Xbox One controller in that freaking bundle because Microsoft, when they cut off this Xbox One controller being included, Microsoft ain't giving Oculus this Xbox One controller for nothing. They're giving them for something. It's included in the price somewhere. Many PC gamers already have an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One controller for their PC gaming, and some of even the more hardcore PC gamers have went ahead and picked up the Steam controller, which might be a whole nother issue because the Steam controller might not work with Oculus in all games because you have to use the Steam controller from what I understand with Steam, so I'm not sure if every game for Oculus will run through Steam. Will Lucky Tales run through Steam? If I know. I don't know. I know Oculus has their own store where you're going to be able to buy things while you have your VR glasses on moving around. I just think it's really grimy that if you're going to be charging so much money international, because, you know, over in Europe, Euro, what the hell's a, well, Euro is the price of money, but why would I say that? Anyways, over in Europe, the price for Oculus over in Canada is way more than the United States. Like, you do the price conversion, it is not a happy looking time for them. And then on top of that, shipping. And this is not mentioned, if you guys saw my last video on the Oculus, the whole issue with my PC. I'm running a GTX 980, and I'm running a freaking, you know, Sabertooth Z77 motherboard. I'm running an iCore 7 processor. And yes, it might be an iCore 7 processor from 2 years ago, but it is the best iCore 7 I could have bought for my motherboard at the time. It is literally, I can't even upgrade to a higher i7 than I currently have for my motherboard. If I wanted to upgrade to a new PC, like I said earlier today, to, you know, being able to push VR and do better 4K editing, I'm going to literally have to purchase a brand new PC. Basically, if I'm buying a new motherboard and a CPU, I'm basically starting to build a brand new PC, because I'm gonna have to buy DDR4 RAM at that point. I'm gonna probably want more SSDs with higher capacity, because the SSD I have in my computer right now is 120 gig. When I bought that shit was a bunch of freaking money, and it was really fast. But now there's even better SSD technology. But I'm like, and then there's a whole entire USB port issue with the Oculus, which just really bugged me. That's what really turned me off. If you guys saw the video before, like, you need 3 USBs. What is it, 4 actually? No, it's 3 USB 3.0s and 1 USB 2.0, right? Or is it 2 USB 3.0s and 1 USB 2.0? It's one of those combination. Either ways, for some reason Oculus doesn't like the drivers on my motherboard for my USBs. If I buy a new, I'm about to buy a brand new, not about to, but when I buy this new motherboard and new computer build I'm doing, how am I gonna, I don't even know what drivers that motherboard uses yet for the USBs, and like, so I might buy it and maybe that motherboard doesn't work with Oculus because of the USBs, how they set up the USB 3.0s, or the USBs on my case not compatible. And this is another thing just for me personally, like, you know, I don't like running things to the back of my computer. Like, I have to go move my desk, which is on wheels, which smartest thing you can do, man. If you have a computer desk where you don't have a lot of room, put your computer desk on wheels. My thing, I can roll it around, move it as I need it, squeaking back there. It's very useful. But it would have been a lot easier if it just used like 2 or 3, you know, 2 USB 3.0s in the front panel, and, you know, plug it in right there, and then just be able to have more room. I don't want to plug it directly into my motherboard, anything like that. Ugh, so annoying. I know this is supposed to be about what the frick is wrong with my mouth? It's about see, I'll leave in my screw ups. I can't speak sometimes. It just happens, but it's me, it's real, it's genuine. I'm too passionate about this shit to make it fake at all. I'm not gonna pander to anybody. I'm not gonna pander to high-end PC gamers out there who have the money to buy 2 980 Ti's and an Oculus and the Vive. No, I'm gonna keep it like it is from my perspective. I have an i7, I have a good motherboard, I have a good graphic card. That should be enough to play this Oculus. If it's not, okay, fine. I'm willing to upgrade, but the bullshit, like I went to with the USBs, is bullshit. And don't charge $50 for shipping. Don't freaking do it. Don't do it. So let's continue with this whole entire conversation, though. Let's start off with the next thing. What would be the right price to enter VR for the mass market? How do we get this to the world? Who is in the position to get this to the world? And unfortunately, it's kind of like Samsung and Oculus with the Gear VR. If Samsung just kind of allows the Gear to work on other phones, like I understand why Samsung wants the Gear VR, because it's called Samsung. It's called the Gear to only work with their phones. This is exclusive. It's a reason to sell their phones. I actually know people who've actually bought the freaking Gear VR just because, you know, it's like, oh, I mean the Samsung, you know, new Samsung phones, because it works with the Gear VR. So like that does happen. But like a cheaper entry model, one that could connect to your phone, which is not going to do the most advanced thing ever, is what's going to get a lot more people to use this thing. Because a lot of people have been saying, you know, if you're willing to spend $600 on your cell phone, then why you're not willing to spend $600 on a VR goggle? You are wrong. Cell phones, VR, completely different. This is a utility. I need this to go out and contact my family on a daily basis. I need to contact, text, send pictures to my friend. I need to check the weather before I head to work. I need to check my bank account. I need to check my emails. I need to see what stupid thing is being posted on YouTube at 3 a.m. in the morning because I want to watch it on my phone while I'm laying in bed. This is a utility. I can't bring a VR goggles, Oculus Vive anywhere out of my house. I ain't gonna bring it. I can't bring it in my friend's house. The odds of my friend having a powerful ass PC as me, it's probably pretty high because I'm a gamer and some of my friends who have it. But it's still lower than most. You know, it's still, you know, most people don't have a friend that has a computer that's probably as strong as they do. Like, you know, if you guys are watching this, you're probably hardcore gamers. You might have a pretty good PC bill, or you probably even planning to buy a good PC. When if you're a young guy, young girl, you probably wait until you're, you know, 17, you know, you get a little job, you save up. You could probably, one of the first things you want to buy is a car and a nice little gaming PC. If you're older, you probably already have a nice little gaming PC. And some of the guys who just want to use consoles, just use consoles. The problem with this is, like I said, you ain't bringing it to your friend's house probably. You're going to leave it here in your house. You're going to exclude yourself from the rest of your family, put it over your eyes, look around, and you're going to play for 4 to 5 hours if your eyes don't get fatigued. Luckily, I usually able to avoid that. Even though these days I want to get new glasses, but yeah, guys, you might not know this. I actually do wear glasses. I just don't ever wear them, but I can see fine without them. Okay, I can't see 100% fine without this. One of my eyes are a little bit more messed up than my other eyes, so there's a little bit difference. You know, it's like having one 20/20 eye, then somebody punched me in the other eye and then got messed up. Who knows how the hell did that happen at some point? I don't know. I've been hit by a few cars. Maybe one of the times that happened, but went to the doctor one time. Doctor said, "Hey, go get yourself eye exam." The doctor said, "Yo, when your eyes effed up," and I'm like, "Oh, really?" So that's why when I close one eye and close the other eye, one looks a little blurry and the other one looks perfectly clear. It's HD. It's bum difficult to see shit out now. I don't know. But overall, it's still been pretty good. If you're using glasses, that's a whole nother issue with these things. I mean, like Google Cardboard. Don't even bother. Don't bother, because you're holding this to your face. You're basically, it's gonna be lens on lens contact if you're using glasses with one of these things. Unless I get some strap and like try to strap this thing to my head or something, you know, get the whole entire thing going, you know, put the phone in it, like basically a big old transformer right here. But I do think, like I said, I'm gonna stick to it. I think being able to attach it with more cell phones are a better way for people to get into VR at a lower price, $100 to $200 for a really nice, like, cell phone compatible VR headset. I know it's gonna be mostly powered by the cell phones. Then it'll be more interesting because, like I said, this is a utility. If you get it attached to a cell phone, then it becomes an accessory, just like a case is for my accessory, and it might be something I want to bring around with my bag. And that's the entry point I think a lot more people will be willing to try out. And then those people who have a chance to try it out with their cell phones, bringing it around with them, then they might want to step up and pay the $600 for Oculus Rift Gen 1, which, like I said, guys, I don't think the $600 is an outrageous price for Generation 1 Oculus. Hear me out, though. I am somebody who is very interested in getting Google glasses. Yes, those really expensive glasses that when they were revealed, I think they were like $2,000 and they eventually dropped down to $1,500 to $1,000. $1,500 then to $1,000. And I was like, man, the things that Google was doing with the Google glasses in those marketing videos, I got caught. I will very much admit, this was one of the times I fell for marketing. I was hook, line, and sinker. Because when they were talking about the Google Glasses, like what they were showing me to do with the GPS, walking around, answering calls from your friends, everything just looked, the marketing videos were so well done. Good job with Google Glass marketing videos. Google, you did a really good job. Then when I finally got the chance to really see how they worked, it was very, very much not like the marketing video. And for the price of, you know, like when they were like $1,500, I was like, man, even though I could use these as regular glasses, you know, use these, be justified of like I need to wear glasses anyways, or should be wearing glasses everywhere. So why not just spend the extra, you know, $700, you know, which I would have to pay on top of when I get new glasses, and, you know, go ahead and make them Google glasses. But the technology wasn't ready. Their marketing was ready. Google, your marketing was ready. And this could be the thing with Oculus as well. That's why I say a $600 price is not something so much that even if their marketing of Oculus was so great, $600 was the price of the PlayStation 3. Maybe some people that was overpriced back then, and it still is right now. $600 is just out of people's budget. It takes a long time to save up to buy something for $600. I never bought a PlayStation 3 at launch. I'll say that. You guys know that. I bought a PlayStation 3 when it was $500. So I didn't pay the $600, but I don't think $600 is an outrageous price for a Gen 1 device. You know, it's just how things is. It's new tech is how it's gonna be. Shipping. No, you do not include a controller that everybody doesn't want to use. Some people are gonna use keyboard and jack up the price because of that. That's where it gets bullshit. Like, that's where they shouldn't charge the shipping price. That's where they should take this shit out, delay the Oculus until the regular controllers come out, the touch controllers, and include that in the box, and then you can charge shipping because then you're getting a full package. Don't charge shipping on your HTC. Don't charge shipping freaking Sony. They're probably going to sell it through Amazon and stuff like that, where they can get free shipping anyways, and when it's over $35. So if you buy it through Amazon, you just can't buy Oculus through Amazon right now unless it's some third-party reseller. I actually should go check how much people are reselling Oculus pre-orders on eBay for. Let's see how much this is going down for. Right now, live for you guys, I'm going to go to eBay right this minute, and I'm going to check how much people are actually selling those Oculus Rifts pre-orders for. Let's see. We're going to write Oculus. Let's just go into the search bar. Actually, right now, Oculus Rift. All right. Oculus Rift. Let's go ahead. Pre-order. There we go. I don't see any. How about that? I will be sure that somebody would have been price gouging these things already. But I don't see any. Huh. Oh, no, I'm wrong. $1,000 and more. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Of course, people are going to resell. I figured somebody would do it. They do for the iPhone, they do for everything, so yeah. Good. And I just want to talk something else about price as well for these things, right? I've heard people compare them to the price of tablets. Once again, I think this is another thing that you can't look at it directly. You're going to be able to take tablets with you. It's a portability. The $600 Oculus has not reached that price. So that's why some people are a little bit, I have to stick it to my hardcore heavy duty PC and only can use it for a few hours a day if my eyes get fatigued, and it's only going to be home. That's the kind of bullshit right there. Let's talk about HTC and Sony though. What can they do with this whole entire situation? I'm gonna have a top 10 video coming real soon, talking about, you know, the top 5 things or the top 10 things that Sony and HTC can learn from Oculus pre-order. I'm gonna have that coming Tuesday. But for right now, let's go ahead and talk about what would I like HTC and Sony to do for pricing. HTC can't probably go lower than $500, but it would be amazing if they did $450. $450, I'm on board. Like $450, I'll make space for $450. Like, I will find space. I will move shit around in my freaking home to put this thing in here at $450. That's a great price, especially with HTC actually coming with the controllers. It comes with the damn right controllers, not an Xbox One, which is a PS4 controller. Xbox One controller. $450. What will HTC sell the HTC Vive for? HTC will sell the Vive for $549. Why do I come to that price? Because they saw the outrage that everybody had with the Oculus. So they're gonna want to position themselves to take a little bit of a loss, but they can't afford it. I think the HTC Vive actually costs more money to make than the Oculus Rift. I truthfully believe that. It has these cool looking controllers. It has these freaking cameras on the front of the, well, one camera on the front of the device, and it has sensors that you put around your room. All that in the bundle that they're doing right now, I feel like that's like a $700 to $800 package, and even at $600 they're losing money. But I feel like they saw the outlash and the rage that everybody gave with the freaking Oculus, that they're gonna want to come in at a lower price, which is gonna be, like I said, $549. I won't be surprised. I will be truthful, if they come in at the same price as $600, I would not be surprised even a smidge. Because like I said, HTC Vive looks like it costs a whole lot of money. It just does. Let's talk about Sony now. I do not want to pay more money than a PS4 for the PlayStation VR. I am sorry, Sony. Something about that just bugs the living hell out of me. I really hope to all ends, because it's a video game console, and video game console manufacturers have been used to taking hits on hardware and making their money back on software. Sony, please sell the PlayStation VR for $349. Please, that's the same price as the PS4. You should not sell it more than this, because if they're selling this more than this, right, that would mean that they think it's worth more than the PlayStation 4. That's gonna be kind of hard to justify to console gamers, which expect things to kind of be a little bit easier entry point, you know? It's gonna be a harder justification. Sony, sell these for $349.99. Realistically now, what will the PlayStation VR cost? The PlayStation VR will cost $399.99. That's what the cost will be. They're going to put it at the cost of the PlayStation 4 when it originally released. I've heard some people and analysts say the PlayStation VR could cost all the way up to $500. Fuck that. I was going to say F, but it's not like I really have some quota where I don't like cursing or anything. I just try not to. Fuck that. No. 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 No, Sony. No. Your device is not as powerful as HTC Vive or as powerful as Oculus Rift. Yes, you might have more games that actually look like good games. I think the PlayStation VR has a lot more games announced that actually look like better games for their device. But hells, $500, $150 more than the PS4, which you can get PS4s for literally $325, $300 on freaking sales at certain places like Target, Walmart when they do great deals. That's gonna be a hard justification for the console gamers out there, man. It is. It just is. Ugh. So there you go. To sum it up, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the show for today. Once again, PlayStation VR, I would like the price to be $349.99, the same price as a PlayStation 4. If it could be less than that, Sony will do another Microsoft thing right there where they pull the rug out from everybody else. If it goes up to $400, like I said, $399.99, which I think is the realistic and the real price for it. Damn it, but they did it. If it's at $500, I think Sony is smoking that ish, and they're crazy. HTC Vive, if the price for that is $549, I will be very happy. I think that's a good price for that right there, for all that you get in there. Yes, it doesn't come with a game, but maybe it will come with a game. How the hell would I know? We haven't been. It's gonna be. Oh, this is brand new news that just got released today. The HTC Vive pre-orders are going on sale in February. So this is news from Monday. So this is brand new news from January 11th. So next month, that's when we're gonna see HTC Vive pre-orders, and lucky for them, that's tax time for a lot of people. A lot of people might have that dough to put down. Maybe Oculus should have waited. Just saying. So realistically though, like I said, HTC Vive is probably gonna be $600, if not more. It just looks like the more expensive bundle. Maybe HTC has some money to lose right here to make the industry bigger. I don't know. I feel like they want to make money though. And Oculus has done a few things wrong, which I'm gonna address, like I said, Tuesday in a video about the stuff they have done wrong. But the biggest one is add-in shipping, which I really hope HTC and freaking PlayStation realizes that don't do it. Don't charge $50 fucking in shipping when you don't come with the real controller. Don't do it. There's one last thing I should mention that a lot of people might not know about for the PlayStation VR, because I am following this stuff. The PlayStation VR requires a PlayStation Eye camera. I think the eye camera now is $50. I could be wrong. It could be more. It could be less. I got it when I bought the system. Same exact time, so I don't know how much it is now. And many of the games use the PlayStation Move controller. This is where the pricing could get a little crazy. If it's going to come with a Move controller and the PlayStation camera, I am really not sure if Sony can sell it for $400 even. They might be at the $500 price point. But this is where the situation I say, give people choices. You should have a system bundle where it comes with the whole entire package. They want to sell a package that comes with the camera, come with the Move for $500 for the gamers that want that bundle, that don't have a Move camera. Why am I saying a Move camera? Have the camera and have a Move, then they could get it for $500. Whatever. For me, I have 5 Move controllers and nunchuck, 5 of them. You could chill now, guys. I didn't go out and buy 5 Move controllers like an idiot. I bought 2 originally, and I bought a Move. Well, maybe that still makes me an idiot. I bought 2 originally years ago, and I bought the nunchuck, and I used it for years. And some of you guys have seen my nieces and nephews; they have danced with them using different games. I played through the whole entire Killzone. I think my Killzone started up there with the Move controller with 3D glasses on. So I got used to my Move controllers. Don't worry about that. How did I come to have 3 more Move controllers? Well, I bought the recent Just Dance game for the PlayStation 3 for my nieces and nephews once again. And the guy that was selling it to me, he had 3 Move controllers. Said, "You want to buy these too?" And I told him, "Nah," and he just gave them to me. So I have 5 Move controllers, and I probably should check how much they're selling for eBay and sell them back. Maybe put them into, I'll put it towards my new computer bill. Yeah, put it towards some RAM or some shit. Who knows? Who needs 5 Move controllers? Like, probably nobody in this world needs 5 Move controllers. But yeah, Sony needs to figure that out too. So like, what are they gonna do about the camera and the Move? Like, give me a bundle for, like I said, $349 headset only, and then do some other bundle with the camera for $400, and then some other bundle for $450, $500 with everything. I don't know. Different bundles give gamers choices are a good thing. HTC Vive, they could not do that. Obviously, they can't do different choices because it needs to come with the controller and it needs to come with everything in the HTC Vive. So like the Vibe, yeah, Vive, right? V-I-V. Why am I saying Vibe? Vibrate. Yeah. I won't do that again. See what they're gonna do. This has been going on a pretty long time. VR is an interesting subject. I know many people out there have no intention of spending their money on it. But if you had the decisionary power at Sony or at HTC, what would you price both units at? Let me know in the comment section below. This has been Biki with the Untitled Game Show. I want to thank every single body for watching my show here on Monday. I want to once again shout out the Fireman for becoming my newest Patreon supporter. I really do appreciate it, guys. Just $1 you could support on Patreon. $1. That's like a fries at McDonald's. $1 a month. Support my content every single day here on the Untitled Game Show. Till then, peace out.